Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Ready Inc. So today was ban list day, and I didn't want to make any other content, so I knew this was coming. They already announced that December 18th this was going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. They hit a lot of cards that are coming out in future sets, including the secret rare, which absolutely blows my mind that they would do that. So yeah, I guess, you know, they really want to prevent this future meta from taking place here in English like it did in the JP meta that just absolutely murdered the game in JP. So they really want to prevent it. That's the only thing I can think of. So I think that's the intent of a lot of these hits. I know it's going to make a lot of people mad. Cards that were hit make a lot of sense, but also cards that were left off. I know it's going to irritate a lot of other players, but there's no pleasing everybody. That's just how these things always go. Don't forget to check out our Etsy page, link in the description below. If you're looking for a memory marker, we've probably got a perfect one for whatever deck you are playing. Just go check those out, as well as we got some awesome new acrylics that you can check out as well. We got cool keychains, fridge magnets. They also work as neat little memory markers themselves even. So if you're looking for something new, go check out our Etsy page. Alright, so here we go. We got it pulled up. This is on the official, or not Facebook page. I got it from the Facebook page, official website here. Going into effect on March 1st here. First up on the list is Bukamon here. Poor Bukamon. This is the one that gives you jamming if you have, while your opponent has no Digimon with as many or more Digivolution sources as this Digimon gains jamming. I mean, okay. Because this card grants jamming by fulfilling an easy condition, it offers greater consistency than other blue Digi-Egg cards that are more specialized for different blue deck styles. As a result, there is little reason for blue decks to use any other cards than this one. For the above reasons, we have decided to hit it to 1. You know what? But the jamming, like, it was just jamming, okay? It didn't have any sort of option protection or effect protection. Most blue stuff is really good for draw power, and that's usually the babies that are go-tos are for draw babies. Just because it was jamming, they're gonna hit it. I feel like this is a little unnecessary. Yes, it was very good and easy to fulfill, but I mean, come on, you've got jamming on rookies already. Like, come on, it's just blue. That one felt a little unnecessary. Now this next one here, this one is super wild. So BT15 Apocalymon. This is the secret rare for this set. This was like the chase card. I mean, literally, there's 3 different artworks in this set, 2 alt arts, and they're hitting it to 1, like a set and a half before it even releases. We still have EX5 to come out, and they're hitting this card. Absolutely wild. Now, granted, Apocalymon is like super brutal and has been an absolute menace on the game in JP formats. So, like, we knew this hit had to eventually come. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what their reasoning is. If you can send cards with Dark Master's trait to the trash even once, this card can be played many times easily and for a low cost depending on the number of copies, which combined with cards such as Craniumon, BT13 Craniumon, makes it extremely difficult to deal with. In addition, there is no cost to activating the deck trashing effect, and the number of cards trashed at a time is considerable, making it difficult to deal with for decks that cannot utilize the trash. So this card limits the number of deck types that can compete in the environment. For the above reasons, we have decided to restrict this copy to 1. Yeah, that is just absolutely brutal card here. Let me go ahead and just bring up a full copy of the card so we can actually see it here. The text. Okay, so when this card would be played by placing up to 3 cards with Dark Master trait and different names from your battle area or trash under this card, reduce the play cost by 4 each for each card played. I'll bring it over here for you guys. So it's up to 15. So you have 4 cards. It becomes free, but you can only do up to 3. So it'll always be a 12 or 12 reduction. So 3 play cost here. End of your turn once per turn by placing 1 level 6 or lower card from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Activate 1 of the on-play effects of the card placed by this effect. Then for each level 6 card in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, trash the top 2 cards of the opponent's deck. So every single round, you're just trashing more and more cards, up to 8. Basically, that first turn, you're trashing 8 cards. The second turn, you're trashing 10 cards. And it's hard to even out this card. Yeah, I mean, in 2 turns, by the end of turn 2, yeah, you're over half your deck is in the trash. Your opponent's deck. So you just mill them out insanely fast. And so basically they wanted to hit the engine to this. So then they're going into Gabu here, into the new Garuru stuff for EX5. Now this one really hurts my soul. We knew a lot of this was coming. I didn't expect it to be quite so severe. So in a Gabumon deck, this card offers both higher consistency and speed than other cards. In addition, this card's inherited effect grants a protection effect that makes it difficult for the opponent to respond from the beginning of the game. As a result, there is little reason to use other cards because of the importance of this one. This one card is so great for the above reasons. This one card is so great that we have to restrict it to 1. Ouch. Okay. So on play, when Digivolving, can Digivolve from a Sunamon for 0 cost, so it's like just any other Gabu X. On play, when Digivolving, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 2 cards of Garurumon or X Antibody in their names among them to your hand. Place the rest of them on the deck in an order. Of the bottom of the deck, if you added cards, trash 1 card in your hand. That part there's a little extra, a little unnecessary, just tempo. For sure. All turns inheritable when this Digimon with Garurumon or Omnimon in its name would be deleted in battle by returning 2 non-Digi egg cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck. Prevent that deletion. Yeah, the protection effect was nice. We've had other protection as well, so it's not like that protection effect is too crazy. The X antibody effect is pretty much just like the other Gabu X, except for this little extra tidbit there. So if you add a card, you also trash a card, which is really great for like decks that like to do that. So like Garurumon Beelstar was a deck for a time that was pretty well, and it could definitely take advantage of this. Next, we've got the Garuru X Antibody. That's also an EX5. This card alone allows altering one's hand to a great degree, and it offers greater consistency than is reasonable for decks that can use it. In addition, this card can be used by not only Garurumon decks, but also decks that utilize the trash. As a result, there is little reason to use other cards because the importance of this one card is so great. Come on. So when Digivolving, draw 2, then trash 2 from your deck. If Garurumon is in this Digimon's Digivolution card, gain 1 memory. Okay, so yeah, it's a plus on memory. That's pretty huge. Draw 2, trash 2. When Digivolving, like, that's not too crazy and out of the box. We've seen effects like that plenty of times in the past. The gaining a memory on a 0 Evo, though, I mean, 0 Evo and draw 2, trash 2, I could see, that's being a bit of a problem there. Again, we have the same inheritable, though. The inheritable that they gave as a reason on this one, that this inheritable is just too good. We're not going to say anything about the same inheritable on this card, though. Okay, we only care about the other effect, but now all of a sudden we don't care about the inheritable. All right. Consistency, I think not. But yeah, this is a shame. So these cards got hit mostly because of this. Yeah, Garurumon was good, but like it was being heavily used in Apocalymon. So we're going to hit Apocalymon, and we're going to hit the engine that goes in that deck. Okay, and we've already hit other engine cards. I think that's the worst part of this, is that, we've already seen other cards. So here's the Gabumon, the when attacking, draw 1, trash 1. The on deletion, draw 2, trash 1. Keep going here. Eismon got hit. On deletion, draw 3, trash 2. We're seeing all these other cards that were hit that went into this deck originally, and we're going to continue to hit this deck. We're going to hit the boss monster to 1, and we're still going to continue to hit this deck. Like, dang. Okay, you hit the boss monster cool. Like, the deck is pretty much toast at this point. How are you going to have an entire Dark Masters deck that revolves around Apocalymon and with only one Apocalymon? Like, there's just no way. I can't imagine that deck still popping off with Apocalymon limited to one. But then they're going to hit the engine that goes into the deck as well. It just seems so excessive to me. And then not bring back something like Eismon. Just, dang. Okay. Just absolutely murdered that deck as well as any other Garurumon deck. Like, Garurumon in itself right now isn't doing anything. And then these new cards that were going to come out, we're like, yeah, okay, this deck is going to definitely be meta viable for sure. Like, that's no question there. But, you know, in addition to that, we're also just going to, like, continue to murder it, though. Cool. And then EX5, Anubismon here. Another purple card. Wow, it's almost like Bandai hates purple. So EX5 here, this is an SR from EX5. This card has high board retention and control due to its continuous play and removal effects, which greatly improves the consistency and speed of the deck when combined with several other existing cards. There are very few deck types that can handle this speed, and currently this card reduces the space for choosing other deck themes with similar board expansion effects, limiting to diversity of decks you can use. For the above reason, we have decided to restrict card number 1. So when Digivolving and main phase, once per turn, you may trash up to 3 cards in your hand, then play 1 purple Digimon card from your trash with the play cost reduced by 3 for each card trashed by this effect. Further reduce it by 3. Your turn, when an effect plays one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. If this effect didn't delete, draw 1. Yeah, the fact that this has a main phase effect, so as long as Anubismon sticks on the field, you can just repeatedly like play something for free, and if it's a 3 play cost, like reduced by 3, so instantly your 3 play cost rookies are always free, and so you get their on play effects or any other effects that they might have. So just like throwing something out there, something like the Gabumon that gets a rush, this is really good for those kind of decks. So just every turn I'm going to play out Gabumon Rush, just repeatedly. Yes, once per turn, but like, you know what I mean? Like every single round I'm going to just play that same card and just, get in more damage and more damage. As well as, there's not even a level restriction. Like normally these kind of effects on purple are whatever the level is of the thing you deleted or played, that's the level that you can delete. No, they're like, oh, you play a rookie, pop a level 5. Really? Not if I play a level 5, pop a level 5, but just play any Digimon. And it's just like, and it's not a once per turn. So as long as you're playing, Digimon by an effect during your turn, you're popping something. Wow, that's, definitely good tempo there and good control as well. And if you're not deleting something, you also get draw. So like wow. Okay. So very strong card. It's a purple card. You have to have the trash set up. If you don't have the trash set up, it doesn't really pop off as well. I mean, granted, they've definitely hit the cards that set up your trash really easily and win Digivolving too. So like, that's another thing about these guys. They're win Digivolving effects. They're not like win attacking effects or anything like that. So you don't even have to like commit to anything. You can continue to build up your stack. Oh, goodness. Okay. So yeah, this poor engine here is just so abusable in any purple deck. Like any purple deck, like I was talking about, like the Beelstar deck, the Anubismon deck, like they're hitting tons and tons of stuff. But it's like, yeah, we're going to hit the boss monsters to these really toxic decks, but we're also going to hit the engines that go in them, or the engine, I should say. The engine that goes in them. And in addition, it just seems a little excessive to me. But that is it for the limited cards here. I did look at something earlier and I totally got it wrong. So I was on the page here and I saw this and I was thinking about Garurumon so much that I'm like, in stores February 16th. What? Are you serious? This is here, let me scroll down. Exceed Apocalypse. That Exceed at X Garuru. This is EX5. That was my thought process. As I saw the X and I saw Guru and we were talking about the ban list and I was like, oh no, this completely changes everything for Nats, and I was completely mistaken. Don't mind me if I told anyone that EX5 was limited or pushed back till mid-February. It is not. That is, we're still on the same date. I think it also threw me off is that we've still been doing reveals like for EX5. So this was 5 hours ago that they posted this, and they're still posting EX5 cards on their page, and it's like we just randomly dumped this other thing in the middle of these reveals for this other set. We're also going to drop a ban list for cards like that involve this set and things like that, and it just completely threw me off when I saw this. I was like, oh god, that changes everything, but it in fact does not. So crisis averted there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Of course, this will not affect the nationals at the end of January here. So this is still this goes into effect March 1st. So EX5 will still be usable for roughly a month and a half here. Unfortunately, this set here, Exceed Apocalypse, it will basically not really be usable. February 16th is in stores there, so you get 2 weeks. You're going to get 2 weeks with your Apocalymon here, a secret rare with double alt arts. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be quite worth the investment here into these guys for it to immediately get restricted to one. Like, I don't know what you can pull off in those 2 weeks that's going to make it viable to invest in. So very, very bold for Bandai to hit their own set before it releases, especially with one of the big time chase cards in it. I thought they would give us a little bit more time. Yeah, it's incredibly broken, but 2 weeks, I thought they would at least give us a month and a half. But I'd rather them give us that forewarning, though. Like, ultimately, I appreciate the forewarning here rather than what they did with, what was it? Cross 4, Shoutmon Cross 4. It had a lot of box toppers and alt arts that went into that set. And then, like, literally a week later, they're like, yeah, we're going to limit Cross 4. And that deck's viability dropped considerably. Yes, it was still a good deck, and it still, made it to the finals of Nats that same year and everything like that. But for those people that invested in it, and then a week later they found out that their investment was worthless. Well, not worthless, but it dropped at least by half. Like a lot of those cards dropped by like half. So the forewarning here of, hey, we're gonna hit. This is gonna get hit like immediately after the set comes out. So that's gonna affect prices absolutely. It's also going to affect people's willingness to invest into the set, though, I think. So we'll see how this goes. If you have any thoughts, anything I missed, please let me know in the comments section. And I will see you in the next video.